2174 of What You Up To Now, documenting my journey originally as I came from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. In 2016, following my divorce and divesting myself of all my businesses with the ex-husband, it was time to figure out what I wanted to do. And I'd always been curious about the online world, so I hopped online in 2017 and started learning a lot of stuff I didn't even need to know, but I thought I needed to know, right? That whole shiny object syndrome thing that catches us online. Never really had time offline for it to happen, but online there's just such a plethora of information. You can just get sucked down rabbit hole after rabbit hole, whether you need it or not. Well, today we're talking about, I create a couple pieces of content every day. One is an annual challenge. This year's annual challenge is the Let's Grow annual challenge. So we're doing one thing every day to grow in different ways, different areas and aspects of our life. And I, of course, like to use my 9-part life framework, my fancy graphic here: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And today, our action item was to rate ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being pretty much nothing's going on in that area of my life, to 10, I'm doing awesome. And we rate those on a scale of 1 to 10 so we can go back and look at it at the end of the year and actually see how much growth and progress we've made. Yesterday, we prioritized those areas. What's first, second, third, fourth, all the way down to 9th most important to you. And today, then we're looking and we're saying, okay, physically on a scale of 1 to 10, how do I currently rate myself right now today with respect to how I overall feel about my physical well-being and health, as well as my growth in that area and aspect. And then we'll look at that probably a couple of times during the year, but for sure by the end of the year, to see what kind of changes we made. Why? Because we want to make data-driven decisions. We want to be able to know that we've got some data, some objective numbers that we can look at and compare ourselves against. Now, the thing I like about ratings is it's taking all the subjective things we're feeling about a topic and putting them into a numeric value. Is it an exact science? No. Today I might be feeling great physically, and tomorrow I might feel terrible. I just took a COVID test, which is slightly negative, meaning I'm not contagious to anyone. But I still definitely have remnants of COVID going on in my system. I'm just not contagious to other people. So what does that mean? It means that today I might feel awesome, tomorrow I might not feel so good. And I might keep that in mind. And that's why we date when we're doing a rating or we're taking a subjective thing and giving it a numeric value. I always keep track of that and date those things so I can compare over time. And I'll also make notes of, hey, I got COVID, so physically I'm not feeling great, so that I realize down the road when I re-rate or re-look at that number why I rated it the way I did, if that makes sense. Or say I had a lot of stress or a lot of emotional things going on in my life. I might document those on my ratings so that I know, hey, this is what's going on and part of why this number is lower than I would normally like to see it. All right. So a couple of pieces of content every day. Again, working through COVID, working on catching up with the things I haven't done yet this year that I planned on doing already, so that I can hit the ground running a little bit better than the way we started the year. We got COVID probably the day or so after Christmas, and just kind of took the end of the year and the beginning of this year and kind of blew it out of the water. But it doesn't matter. That's life, right? Stuff happens all the time, and it's up to us to figure out how we're going to adjust, how we're going to deal and move forward with that. What's the next thing? I was watching Frozen 2 with my granddaughters, my littlest granddaughters yesterday, and of course, do the next right thing. What's the next right thing to do? If we keep doing that, and that's part of why I like the annual challenges, it's about doing one little thing every day to make sure that we get what we want by the end of the year. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.